Okay, so why don't we do?
I'm out of it today, so don't mind me.
Okay, why don't we do Zillow?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You'll be the buyer, I'll be the agent.
Okay.
I'm gonna patch myself in as Alex, so I'll be Alex and the agent. So, hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting to a local agent now. Hi, is this Medina?
Yes. And
Hey, Medina, my name is Andre Rocha. I'm your designated agent with Zillow.com, and I just received your inquiry about 123 Smith Street, and I just wanted to see what questions you had or when you'd like to take a look at that home.
Hi, Andre. So I just wanted to know a little bit more information about the home. I like the home, but I'm kind of curious. Does the home have any easements on it?
Does it have any what now?
Easement?
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Easement.
Easement. Does it have an easement on it?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay, Medina. Sorry, I had a little trouble hearing you. So let me stand by while I confirm with that real quick. Now, keep in mind, typically any easements that they're on pretty much all properties are going to be like for public utility companies like PG&E and city and things of that nature. Now, I doesn't mention anything here about any other additional easements, but I'm sure if they do provide the disclosures, they would have to disclose if there was an easement on the property. So I wouldn't know, honestly, until we looked at it and it was something, we were interested in the home, Medina. Now, outside of the easement question, did you have any other questions on the property?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it has a 3 or 4 bedroom bathrooms. One listing has a 3 bedroom. The other one has a 4. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, so that happens commonly. Sometimes we'll see on the tax record that there's 3 bedrooms, and then on the MLS they could put 4 bedrooms. Now, that could be 4 bathrooms. That could be because maybe there wasn't it was done without permits, and they put it on the MLS as 4 bathrooms, but in reality it's 3 bathrooms. We wouldn't really know, honestly, Medina, until we took a look at the property. So what I would definitely say is, why don't we make an appointment to take a look at the property? Once we get in there, we can kind of see whether it's a true 3 bedroom or a 4th bedroom and 4th bathroom. And if it is a fourth bathroom, then we can kind of see, was it done with permits? Is it, permitted, and kind of get a little more information on that. How does that sound?
That sounds great. So also I was wondering, because my brother lives in Manteca, so I was wondering if you have any additional property with no major easements on it besides the utility standard one. If we can schedule a couple of them for tour on, let's say, Sunday.
Yeah, no, we can totally do that, Medina. And that you took the next question out of my mouth. I was going to see if there's any other properties that you were interested in. Now, do you need 4 bathrooms? To kind of tell me what your ideal home looks like. Tell me what you like specifically about this home. That way I can go look on a list, put a list together for you, and we can schedule those after we take a look at this one.
Well, I have a lot of members of family, so I needed bathrooms.
Okay.
So minimum like 4 bedroom and 4 bathrooms. That would be ideal.
Okay.
So in the morning to avoid all that, rush and fight.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So 3 bathrooms, 3 bathrooms. Does that work? Or preferably?
If there's no other property that has a 4th, I would consider, but preferably I'll stick to the 4 bathroom.
Okay, 4 bath. Okay, perfect. And then were there the other things that you were looking for? Single story, 2-story, any specific other preferences?
Doesn't matter if it's a single or 2-story, just to have some yard.
Okay. All right. So we want some yard. We want ideally 4 bathrooms. Doesn't matter if it's single or 2-story. Am I missing anything else?
And I would like to stick below 600.
Okay. So we want 4 bathrooms below 600 in Manteca. Okay, perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's nail down a time that you want to look at this one. I know you'd mentioned Sunday. So what time Sunday works for you on this first home? And then I can put together a list of homes and send them over to you as soon as we get done with this phone call. And then we can schedule a few more accordingly.
Sure. Let's say between 11 and 4.
Okay, so between 11 and 4. Okay, perfect. So I'll work on getting this one scheduled for 11. I'll also get you set up on a search through our website, and I will send you over that list of homes as soon as we get off the phone right now. I'll text you my personal information so you know, and then you can go ahead and take a look at those homes, and then we can schedule those after this one at 11 and go from there.
Okay, well, thank you, right?
Hey, no problem at all. And last thing for you, Medina, you might get a lot of calls or in regards to this inquiry, but now that I've been assigned as your designated agent, just let them know Andre at the Camara Group's got you taken care of.
Yes. Thanks.
All right, perfect. All right, Medina, will you take care and have a good one?
You too. Bye. Yeah, I get sometimes weird questions.
Yeah, so when you get weird questions, the biggest thing is even if you don't know the answer to the question, what I found is when you're honest, when you're honest with them and you let them know, hey, you know what, I don't have the answer to that. However, I can find that out for you. People typically respect that a lot more because they know that you're being honest and you're not, you never want to, like, I grew up and I was a growing up, I was kind of a bullshitter. Not kind of, I was. That's just kind of, but like, especially when you're dealing with homes, when you're dealing with things, anything important, like you can't escape the truth. You have to always be honest. And so what I found is, honesty, obviously they say honesty is the best policy. So we just want to let them know, hey, I don't have the answer to that, but I can find out that information for you. And yeah, you'll get some weird questions, but I think the biggest thing is getting them committed to seeing the property. Hey, you know what? That's a great question. I can try and find out from the listing agent, but why don't we go ahead and still take a look at the property? That way, if you do like it, we've already, if we don't have the answer, we've already asked the question so we can get the answers, and, you don't have to worry about potentially missing out on a home that you really like. That's the biggest thing is we want to make sure that we get them in the property.
Sure. Yeah, I think for me, it's just, I need to go back into that group when I'm comfortable with talking about properties. Like if you ask me about a rentals, like, yeah, I know everything about it, but for sales, it's still a little bit uncomfortable. And I get it. It takes time for it to develop, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're going to get better with it the more comfortable you're going to get with it. It's just like, rentals versus people living in homes. It's like English and Chinese, right? Like, it's like if I'm speaking English and you speak Chinese, like I'm not going to understand you. Now, if we do hand gestures and we point at things, like maybe that's one thing, but that's just the biggest thing that we have to look at, obviously, is we got to make sure we're speaking the same language, and you're learning a new language. You know everything about rentals, but you don't know.
I'm relearning the new language.
Yeah. So you know everything about rentals, but you don't know everything about the traditional sales. So all we have to do is, like, it's a learning curve, right? It's not hard. What it is you have somebody who's living in versus living in a home versus profiting from a home. So you want to make sure when somebody's using their principal residence, like, we want to make sure that, like, obviously, and I know we talked about steering before in the past, but like in your head, you just have to think like, I want to try to put these people in the best situation. If you want them to do their research on areas and things like that, totally get it, totally understand. But in our minds, we want to do our best to get them in the best area at the best price, and that's our mission. With rentals, obviously we want to get them the best, rental rate, in the best area we can. But at the same time, like, I don't think from a rental perspective, people are as worried about, areas because they're renting it out as they are about how much they can get from the property. Now, give me 1 second, Medina. I have to trade my car with my girlfriend real quick, so I'm gonna run real quick.
I checked my emails anyway.
All right, Medina, sorry about that. So let's go ahead and switch. You'll be the agent and I will be the buyer.
Also Zillow?
Yeah, Zillow, and I'll be Alex too. Hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting to a local agent now.
Hi. Hello?
Hello? Yes.
Hi, this is Medina. I'm calling designated agent with the Zillow. you inquired regarding the property in 123 Union Street. So did you have some questions, or would you like to schedule our viewing?
Yeah, Medina, are you the listing agent?
No, I'm not a listing agent. I work on the buyer side.
Okay. We're
But
gonna.
is there any questions I can answer for you?
Yeah, I just really wanted to talk to the listing agent on that property, but I was wondering, does that home, is it single story? It didn't mention it, and from the photos, it kind of looks like it could be like potentially 2-story. Do you know if that home's single story?
I can check that for you in a minute. It seems like it is a single story.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'd like to take a look at that home at 12 at 12 o'clock tomorrow, if that works.
Let me go ahead and check with the listing agent, and see if we can show it at that time.
Okay.
Is there any other homes that you would like to see besides that one?
No, this one was the only one that I was really interested in.
So what drew you to this home?
I just like that it was that it had the 3 bedrooms and the 3 full baths, and it's in the school district that my kids go to.
Okay. Do you mind if I give you a call in 5 minutes and check to confirm the appointment for tomorrow, and we can discuss that further?
Yeah, no, of course.
I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. Okay, Andre?
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Right.
Okay, so 2 things. So when I asked if you were the listing agent, I asked you that because there is an objection handler on in our playbook for that. So whenever you ask if you're the listing agent, you say, "Hey, I'm not the listing agent, Medina. However, I am the premier agent for Zillow in the area. Did you have any other questions, or when would you like to take a look at this home?" So that would be the first thing. The second thing I would say, instead of saying confirm with the listing agent, confirm with the seller. I know that you already said you weren't the listing agent, but you can just put, I can still confirm with the seller and get back to you on that. Then asking if I think you asked if I liked any other homes, and I said no. So that's fine. And then also, and then just the close, like, hey, Medina, just in case you might get a lot of calls in regards to this inquiry, but let them know that you've been taken care of by Andre with the Camara group. Now that I've been assigned as your designated agent, I'm going to hop off the phone real quick. I'm going to confirm with the seller, and then I will get right back to you. So
I'll leave it closed for the second call. Just when I provide them some benefits, when I schedule that and say, hey, now,
The reason why the Zillow playbook works, if you ask all those questions, because you're still going to have to call them back to let them know that you confirmed the appointment. So it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, it's not going to matter at all if because you still have to call them back to confirm the appointment with them. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Like this script, those 5 questions, like it works. Like our show rate or our appointment rate, booking rate is like 85% by using that. So I wouldn't worry too much, because they know you're going to have to contact them. You're going to let them know that you have to give them a call back, which you did. But you also want to let them know, hey, look, you could get a lot of phone calls in regard to this inquiry, but now that I've been assigned as your designated agent, just let them know that, that Medina from the Camara group's got you taken care of. I'm going to call you back as soon as I get this confirmed, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So then they know you gave them that call to action. You set the expectation with them. Hey, I'm calling you back. I just have to reach out to the seller to confirm. But yeah, the 2 biggest thing is that objection handler, because what happens is sometimes most of the time people are just throwing these like smoke screen objections at us, right? They're just throwing stuff at us just to kind of throw us off kilter. Right. But when you handle it very eloquently or like flawless, like, if you're like, hey, are you the listing agent? And I'm like, hey, that's a great question. I'm not the listing agent. However, I'm the premier agent for Zillow in the area. Did you have any questions, or when would you like to take a look? So by doing that, what's happening is, you're putting yourself in a position where you're just disputing like their smoke screen objections. Because why would they want to work with the listing agent? They think they're going to get a better deal if they work with the listing agent, right? But here's the thing: how can the listing agent, battle for them when they've already worked with the seller before they worked with the buyer? So we want to be able to cast doubt. We want to be able to show them, hey, look, If you want to do that, like, be my guest, but like, wouldn't you want somebody to negotiate aggressively on your behalf that doesn't have an interest with the seller on the property? Like, so we want to kind of cast that doubt for them.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just out of it today.
You said you're out of it today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late last night with that cash client and on call from 8 to 8 yesterday.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I had the flu over the weekend and I'm doing this program and I still had to work out and everything like that. And then I had went fishing yesterday because I love to go fishing. So I had went fishing yesterday.
What do you fish?
What was that?
The sea fishing or?
Oh no, I went for striper because right now in the winter time they run from the ocean into the rivers. So I caught
a fisherman too. Well, fisherwoman, but I'm mostly trout fishing.
Trout fishing, nice. Yeah, no, I went striper fishing. We caught like 15, 16. I caught like a 5 and a 4-pounder. Let me see. I have a picture actually.
Yeah. Not so much like a sea fish. I really love trout fishing because it's active.
Oh, let me see. Oh, come on.
Oh, now I see it.
Oh, come on.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, no, it was fun. Definitely it was fun. It was a fun day yesterday fishing, so. But yeah, so I went fishing yesterday, but I feel like 60%, but like I'm like feel so weak today. I don't feel too good myself, but just got to get it done,
No, I know.
So we're good to go now, and I guess we could stay in here if we want to do an hour of power. I texted Jordan to see just to reach out to him. I haven't heard back from him yet, but yeah, give me about 5 minutes and then we can go into
I'll just stay here and mute and
perfect. Yeah, no, that works.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Hey, thanks for I can't even speak today. Thanks for tips.
No worries at all.
Okay.